What's up, YouTube? Scatzilla here. Not me in the car, and we got the LED lights for the side markers. Alright guys, so I got the new LED side markers for this. Now these have tin on them already, so they're, tinted, I guess. The new ones, let me grab the box here. And I have the car jacked up already because I was doing something. So I'm gonna start on this side. The other side's up high too, so I might be able to do it that side too. So let me show you what they look like. This is them. They're already smoked, which I wanted. And we're gonna replace these regular light bulb ones with LEDs. Tools you're gonna need are one of these pry bar tools, fastener removal tools, whatever you call them, for the clips. And then I have new clips just in case, those, which a lot of these look like they've been replaced with some oddball looking ones, so they don't all match. So I'm gonna put ones that look better, that are brand new, that match. And then a Phillips screwdriver, because I believe inside there is a Phillips to remove this light off of the bumper. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna speed up the video on some portions of it as I'm taking it off, because I don't think you guys want to watch an entire video of me removing these all the time, or the whole time. So this might be a sped up video in some sections. Let's get to it. So I'm gonna start by removing these clips. So here, there's one right here. There's one inside right here. There's one way back here, and there's a few, I guess, around in the up here somewhere to hold that section together. And you are gonna get dirty black, so just be prepared for that. But yes, I'm gonna remove these clips, or maybe just this front section, so I can flap this over. I'm gonna see how it goes. So let's get started. Removing that clip, and you can tell, look at that clip does not go there. You got another one right here. Like I said, I'm gonna replace these clips. I'm not gonna keep these. Like, look, that's a different style clip. That's not even the same. So there's those two in the front. There's one right here by the tire. Over the tire again. Look at that. That's a totally different clip. There's three that are different. I have my handy dandy bucket here. Now, this is probably better if I picked up the car a little bit more, maybe to get the tires off the ground, maybe to turn this tire, or you could just remove the tires. But I mean, I'm gonna do it without removing the tire. Like I said, I can see them, I can get them. As long as I jack it up, I think I'll be fine. So I'm getting to this back one. Slowly but surely, but yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna just let those clips fall wherever they fall. I'm doing one hand over here. Maybe I can get it from down here. Nope. Another clip fell out. Like I said, I'm only trying to do this front section. I'm gonna see how far I can make it out of there. So let's go back here. Like I said, you're gonna get dirty regardless of what you do, Like this clip right here is just being a pain. Like, it doesn't want to come out, it just wants to, there we go. I was gonna say, it just wants to remove the whole thing, but there we go. I got that pulled off. There's one more right here. Like I said, I'm just gonna replace these clips. I mean, they're breaking anyway, but I'm gonna just let them fall on the ground and pick them up after I'm done. And then with this tool, I'm gonna go behind that fender well and peel it back, just to see how far I can peel it back. And then it feels like it's still holding on. I'm just gonna feel around if I feel any more. I mean, there's one way in the back there. Just gonna feel around up here. There's one right here in the middle. If I can get to that, yep. And just removing these. And yes, even though a few fell down there, I'm gonna grab them and count how many I had. That way I basically put them right back. And I don't want to damage these guys. I want to save them just in case, you know. So you see how far I can pull this back. Man, that thing's tight in there. And this is 2 pieces. So now you guys might think, well, man, why don't you just take the tire off? Make it way easier. I could. I like to do things the hard way. So that one's off. One more right here. You guys hear that? Well, people out here freaking shooting fireworks out, man. All the time. What happens when you live on the west side of Phoenix? So there's one right in the back here. Got it out. You got a clip over here. I got one right here that's not even connected. Okay. All right, I got most of those out. It looks like. Again, like I said, it's gonna be like really easy, man. You're gonna have to work at it, you know. Nothing is easy on these cars anymore. See, I got a clip here too, kind of buried up inside here. And like I said, you all don't have to keep the tire on. I just choose not to take the tire off. I mean, I have no. There. I broke that clip off, so I'm not gonna sit there and fight it. Okay. Now, again, like I said, it feels like something's holding this. You know, I removed all those clips up there already. So we're gonna see what it is. And I think what it is the way that, yeah, right here, it goes up underneath the fender. Like that. Oh, and then it's clipped on. It's clipped on the side. That's what it is. Okay, no worries, no problem. I can always get that back on. Now you're gonna have to multitask here. You're gonna have to kind of hold this back. And like I said, no, don't do it my way. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. You can take this whole wheel well off, take the tire off, everything. That way it makes it, and you can just take this whole wheel well out, get out of the way, you know, but, you know, it is what it is, and this is how I'm gonna do it. So now I'm gonna feel inside there and find the screws, which are right here, right on the top. So, with my handy dandy little screwdriver and some magic, watch this. It's not hard. All right, guys, I thought it was a Phillips screwdriver. My bad. So actually it's a T25. That's what you need. I don't have handy dandy little screwdriver portions of that, but you know, I have a socket with a little ratchet. It works just the same. And that's reverse. So again, we'll push this down. Put that right up in there somehow. Like I said, you're gonna have to know how to do this if you're gonna do it this way. Or you're gonna multitask. Now I got that one loose, so I can get it with my fingers. Nope. So I'm gonna get this up in there again. Now it's loose. Yep. Now I have to take it out with my fingers. Don't lose those screws, guys. You're gonna need those. One more up top. So there's one on the bottom, one on the top. I got that screw loose pretty much. And there you go. Pretty simple. I mean, in a perfect world, it's simple. There's one. And just move it off to the side. And here's the new one. Now, somebody I know got these, and the screws they use, or these screws did not fit. So make sure that these screws fit, and right now they don't fit. So what you're gonna have to do in each one is that you're gonna have to pre-thread it before you try to put this in there, and you're like struggling. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna see if I can get it to thread, because I don't think I have any screws this short. I mean, actually I might. But you don't want to break this. So that's why I'm going to pre-do it first. And this one, too, guys, it says R for right. So this one's going to go here. And there's one for left, you know. So they're already labeled for you. So here we go. I'm going to put this one here. Just thread it again. Just be careful you don't go too far. And that's about as far as I'm going to go with it. Get the other one. Do the same thing. Just pre-thread it first, because I'm going to tell you guys, if you try to do while you're in there, you're going to have a hard time. And it's plastic. So, you know, it's not hard. There you go. It's in. And now you can back it back out. Man, it's December here in Phoenix. Excuse me. And it's warm. I'm like warm. I'm hot. Like I don't get the weather here in Phoenix. I really don't. So now I'm gonna install it. And I'm just gonna peel the plastic back. I'm not gonna peel it just yet. So there's one. Oops, drop the screw. Oops, and that fell out. As long as it didn't fall to the ground, that's fine. So now I'm just gonna thread that in with my fingers. There we go. Here we go. Okay, there's that one. Now I'm gonna make sure this is on the tight side. Yep. Pull this down. Like I said, guys, you gotta multitask this. It's going in. Like, I don't want it to fall out, so I want to start a few threads in there just to hold it. That way I can put the other one in. All right, got it tying down. Wasn't hard, like I said. I just started the threads, tied it up, and there you go. It's nice and tight on there. Like I said, now what I'm gonna do is to replace the clips. I'm just gonna match them to what I have in here. Boom, boom, boom. Throw them all back in where I took them out. Good to go. Now there's on this wheel well, it does actually have a thing, and this little lip right here that actually wraps around the bumper. But it ain't hard. Like I said, I mean, I pulled it out. I should be able to put it right back, right? So just kind of push the bumper over top of it. Boom, boom. And then right here, this plastic, just make sure you push all that back up behind the fender, which is not hard. that. Right there, yep. There we go. And just like that. I'm not gonna video me putting the clips in, but you get the idea. The rest of them, just gonna speed up. Let's do it. I got that on, got the clips all back together, good to go. Look at that, you get black just because of the wheel and everything that goes inside the wheel well, whatever. So I'm gonna move on to the other driver, or to the driver's side, and do the same thing. Now we're on the rear, and it's not really so much different in the front. I think the fronts are going to be a little harder. I mean, just because, like I said, you got to take the tire off probably, just to get to it and things like that. But the rear might be a little bit more easier. There's a clip. Let me go that way. So right here, there's a clip. I mean, there's supposed to be one here and here in the bumper. They're missing them, and I guess they fell out. But I think if you take that one off, I'm just gonna feel my hands inside here, see if I feel anything else. I really don't. I think if you take that one off, it's gonna come right out. We're gonna try it right now. I'm gonna take this one clip off, and I'm actually gonna put new clips in there. Like I said, I'm just feeling to see, and look, it comes right off. And then here in the wheel well, or in the here, you know, you can manipulate it if you need to. But I think if I held this with one hand and, you know, took it off, I think I should be able to get it with no problem. I mean, there's a clip back here as well. Maybe one down here, yeah. I'm going to take them off. I mean, I honestly don't think I should, but I'm going to do it anyways. See how much more looser it gets. And like I said, guys, you can remove the tire. Now, you don't have to do it this way. I just jacked it up enough to get my hands in here to break these clips free. But this one is being a pain because I can't get behind it. There we go. Seems like my little thing. There we go. And I want to get behind it. There we go. There we go. Got it. Another one right there. See if I can get behind it. Yep. Boom. You know, there was two back there. And then it actually makes it way easier. Like I said, I can just push that back enough, get my hand in there, and I could probably jack the car up even more. It's not high enough, but you know, I could probably jack it up more. But you know, that should be enough room for me to get in there. Do what I gotta do. Let's see if the treads will hold this. Just trying something, guys. A little bit. Well. we got them installed. Now, I haven't took these off yet, but watch. I'm gonna turn the light on. Excuse me. There we go. There you go, guys. Just gonna walk around the car real quick. That one's on, as you can tell. And that one's on too. In total, that took me maybe an hour to do, just because I didn't take the tires off. And, you know, I kind of had to push my arms in there and stuff like that just to take the bolts out or the screws and put the new screws in, or put the screws back in. The rears are a little bit more difficult, like I said, because I jacked it up all the way, but it was still a little hard to get your arms in there. And I got big forearms and stuff like that, so it's not very easy for me. But, you know, if you buy these, like I said, you know, you could take the tires off. I mean, I'd recommend anybody that's doing this just to save you a little bit of, it's not gonna save you time, because when you take the tires off, you know, you're taking time to take the tires off. But other than that, they're pretty simple to install. And there you have it, guys. But like I said, they're easy to install, not very hard. You know, you could remove your tires, your wheels, and then, you know, get behind there, pull that wheel well a little further back down. You know, if you take the wheel off, you can drop the wheel the wheel well all the way back and just kind of be in there, you know, like nothing. But like I said, you got to take the tire off, the wheel off, just to do that. But other than that, you know, they're just pretty simple to do. And there you go. I like them. Got away with the old ones. I'm using their packaging, putting the old ones back in here. I'm gonna put them in my toolbox, put them away in case I, you know, ever decide to use them again, or, you know, whatever. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna put those away. So I'm gonna go take a video with the car, and I detailed it real quick with the ceramic Speed Shine Griot's Garage. I actually made a video after I bought this last week, and I cleaned the car before the car show that I went to on Saturday, which the new video just dropped today, or should be dropping today, from the car show we went to. And then, like I said, I used this before I went, and I did a whole video on it. I mean, nothing very long, but I did a video on it, but I haven't had time to really upload it or anything like that. And I didn't go and take any video with it after I was done, but right now I just did it, and look how good that looks, guys. I mean, that's clean. The car was dusty a little bit, but you know, I just used this, and it's good now. But I am going to shoot my video with the new lights on, and I'm going to actually include both of these videos into that video and this video. So if it looks the same, that's the reason why. I might change it up a bit. Maybe I'll just do a whole different thing, but at the same time, just to make them look different. That's about it. But anyways, that'll do it for this video, guys. I'll put a link in the description below where I got these from Amazon. Like I said, they were 25, 30 bucks. Wasn't very expensive, very easy to do. Like I said, if you're mechanically inclined, just take the wheels off, pull the wheel wells back, and it's much easier. Like I said, I did it the way I did. I like doing things the hard way, I guess. But anyways, that'll do it for the video. Like I said, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Peace.